Welcome to Outdoors with the Duck Dudes. We're here at Mack's Prairie Wings for the World Championship Turkey Calling Contest. I've got Will Hafner of the Arkansas Game Fish Commission. He is the Educated Program Specialist. Thanks for being on the show, man.
Thanks for inviting me.
Tell me what your job entails as an educator.
Well, I'm an educator out of the Potlatch Conservation Education Center in Casco, about 20 minutes east of here, on the banks of White River on Cooks Lake. And we've got a unique setup out there, but we're set up for conservation education. And our primary target is the youth. We want to get the youth involved, get them outdoors. There's just so much inside these days. We want them outside. And we talk about everything. I mean, not just hook and bullet. We're not always just hunting and fishing. We all love it.
Right.
But we want to get them outdoors, whatever that has to do with. We hike out there. We can do canoeing. Just a little bit of everything. I really like to do meat processing, teaching kids where their food comes from and why to hunt. Big thing we do too, hunter ed and boater ed.
That's awesome.
That's one of the biggest things we really do out there is hunter ed and boater ed.
And they're doing one here today.
Yes, sir. We've got a hunter ed class here today out at Mack's. We've got over 70 kids signed up.
Good, that's great.
And I mean, they're in there, they're learning all different safety aspects, and it's going real good.
How long have you been with the Game and Fish?
I've actually been with the Game and Fish now going on, including internships, which is a great thing, going on almost 7 years now.
Well, that's cool.
So, but been kind of all around, started as an intern in education and then started full-time with the fisheries division, working in a hatchery, and then I got into education and I love it. I mean, I've loved everywhere I've been, but this job is just awesome, getting to get out there and teach the kids.
Well, dealing with kids, that's our future in the outdoors.
That's right.
And getting it out there to where we can get them off those games and cell phones and get them out in the real world and teach them real world experiences. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. We want to get them outdoors.
Well, if you've got a young kid that's wanting to get their hunter ed or boater ed, what's the best way to find somewhere where you can do that?
Well, what you need to do, you'll go onto the Arkansas Game and Fish website, agfc.com, and you'll see a tab and it will say hunting. Go down there and it will say hunter's education. You click on that and you'll be able to find different courses. You can take the whole course online except for the written part, and it's, I think, around $25. You take that and then you come in, you can find one of the testing sites, call us, and we'll go ahead and set it up. You come in and take the written portion, and then you'll get your card. Or you can do like what we're doing today. It's a traditional 10-hour course. It's hands-on. We're actually instructor-led. This course is free, but we offer them across the state, not just at the education centers, but we do things like here at Mack's today, or just if anybody needs a course, get a hold of us. If we can get 20 people, we'll hold a course wherever you want a course. So you can find that online.
So if you want to, what's the website?
agfc.com, and you'll be able to find the tab and get down there, and you'll register for the class online, and then you'll come in and take it, or come and take the course, just whichever one you sign up for.
And what are the age limits where you're required to have the hunter ed?
There's really no age, but to get your hunting license, you have to have it. So at 16, you have to have it. You got to have it by 16. Unless you do the deferred hunter's ed, but we want everybody to go ahead and take their hunter ed course.
Right.
But if you take your hunter's ed when you're 13 years old, you're free to hunt on your own. You don't have to have adult supervision. The course is written on a 6th grade level. So there's not a minimum age, but that's what we tell everybody. It's on a 6th grade rating level. So
most 3 and 4 year olds nowadays are on a 6th grade
yeah,
level.
they are. But unfortunately for big game, you got to be 6 or older to hunt now. So
y'all got it to where anybody can do it.
Yep.
It's a good thing for safety.
Yes, sir.
And that's the main thing that y'all put out there is safety, safety, safety.
And we talk about all aspects of safety: the gun safety, tree stand safety, boating safety. I mean, hunting's a fun sport, but it can be dangerous, and we forget about the dangers of it. Definitely the ones of us that have grown up around it. So it's great for us to be able to help teach these youngsters that don't really know what issues they may come across. So
we did some segments before with the Game and Fish on the hunter ed part, but what you brought up about the boating safety, what are the ages and the laws on the boating safety?
I'm on boating safety, to operate an outboard motor, I believe now if you were born after October of 1986, you're required to have your boating education. And that's a 6-hour course. And you can do that instructor led, or now you can do it all online for $25. You don't even have to come in and take the test. You do it all online. But we offer those across the state as well. Definitely now with spring and fishing season.
Fix it, crank up.
It's about to crank up, and so we're going to be offering boaters eds all over the state. And you'll be able to find that on the same website.
So if you come in instructor led, is it still $25 or is
nope,
that free?
It's free.
So it's just you pay on the web.
If you're doing it online, it's through that company on there, so that's where the money's going. Otherwise, it's free if you do instructor led class.
So are you just basically in your area? Do you have to go all over the state doing this, or what you do?
I'm actually tied to my education center, but we have regional educators across the state who they're based out of the education centers now, but they have 8 to 10 county region that they'll cover. But I also can do outreach too in my east central region. So, but mainly I stay at the station, but I can go anywhere across the state really if I need to be.
Right.
But within our region for sure, I go out, go to schools, go do things like this, just wherever they need me, wherever some kids need some conservation education, I'll be.
Getting it out to the youngins.
That's right.
So what have you got after this? This is a pretty big thing. So.
Yeah, this will last us today till probably close to 7 o'clock since it's a 10-hour course. Started at 9, and then we've got a few programs coming up soon. We've got spring break coming up, and across the state.
Will be out of school then.
They're going to be across the state. They're going to have spring break, and not everybody goes away for spring break. So all our education and conservation centers are offering spring break activities this year.
That is good.
And for us, on Tuesday, we're actually the Tuesday of spring break, the 20th. We're doing a boater ed course, and they can get a hold of us and register. Go online. It's already on there online. You can register for it. Wednesday, I'm going to teach a beginning fishing class. Just the basics. Get them out there and learn just where to go, what to do, different fish species, how to use different rods and reels. Just the basics. But any age level will learn. We have parents all the time that they bring their kids in for courses like that, and they learn just as much as the kids.
So it could be a family thing.
Yeah, it can be a family thing. I mean, we don't want the parents just to drop the kids off. We want to educate the whole family.
Right.
Then on Thursday, it's going to be instead of rod and reel fishing, we're going to do an alternative fishing method class. Teach them about trot lines, yo-yos, jug fishing, just bow fishing even, and probably have it set up to where we have bows set up and targets in the water that they can shoot. And then the last day is going to be we call it after the catch. Once you caught those fish, what do you do with them? Instead of just filleting them and frying them, what are other different ways? So, I mean, we'll show them all different ways to clean their fish and then prepare them and cook.
Recipes.
Show recipes.
That
and they'll
is
even
awesome right there.
Yeah, they'll even get to taste a little bit of it. So
what with most schools in Arkansas now, public schools, they're all coordinated on their spring break. So the Arkansas Game Fish Commission has stepped up and got in there to help these young kids do lots of different things.
Right,
and that is awesome.
It is, and it's cool seeing that all the different centers have something going on every day. So, and we've got centers across the state.
So the Game Fish website is www.agfc.com, and you can go on there and find out more about what we've talked about today, or you can call one of the regional offices.
Or the education center or whatever. I mean, we have our contact information on there. Just go under education centers and nature centers, and you'll find Cooks Lake or any of the other centers across the state. And call them, give them a call. They also have their flyers posted on there of what they're doing. So if you're not in just this region, you'll be able to find it across the state, or maybe go hit one or two in different regions. Take a trip, go to Little Rock one day, then maybe go to Fort Smith or Jonesboro, or just go on a trip.
And it's taxpayer funded, so
that's right.
It's your resource, so everybody needs to get out and partake of it.
And it's all free. I mean, so you can't beat that.
Can't beat it.
So it's a great time. It's going to be good. I think everybody's going to enjoy it. And I've looked, and the weather doesn't look real great for spring break. So all our activities this time are going to be indoors. And so, I mean, it's going to be great. You're not going to have to get out. We'll give you something else to do.
So you can plan your spring break, learn some things, and get out and meet some great people from the Arkansas Game Fish Commission.
That's right.
Well, thank you for being on the show.
Well, I appreciate it. I enjoyed it. So